deep in the Ecuadorian jungle. A discovery was made that should have changed everything. A city, built from massive stone blocks, some weighing 2 tons or more, 7 times heavier than the stones of Stonehenge. And here's the wild part. It wasn't built for humans. Locals always whispered stories about giants, towering beings who once ruled this land, but nobody took them seriously. Until explorers stumbled across it, buried beneath the vines and the mud. They found a massive megalithic site, stone platforms, geometrically cut blocks, a layout too deliberate to be natural, and far too large to be man-made with primitive tools. Some stones stood 8 feet tall, others even taller. They weren't carved with copper tools. They weren't dragged with wooden rollers. They were placed, carefully, precisely, in patterns, as if part of an ancient temple, a plaza, or something even bigger. The site is now known as La Ciudad de los Gigantes, the city of the giants. Discovered near the border of Ecuador and Peru, in a dense, unexplored region that most people never enter. But it wasn't just the stones that shocked researchers. It was the scale. The steps were too large for average human stride, doorways too high. Tools found in the area, like carved hammers and levers, were 3 to 4 times bigger than anything a normal human could wield. Local tribes, especially the Shuar people, warned explorers not to disturb the ruins. They claimed this was once the domain of a giant race of beings who came before modern man. Some say they were the sons of the stars. Others say they were destroyed in a global flood, their civilization buried under time. But the real question is this: why isn't this being talked about? Why has mainstream archaeology dismissed it? They claim it's just a natural rock formation, but megalithic architecture doesn't form by accident, especially not with right angles, stacked platforms, and engraved carvings still visible in the stone. In fact, satellite scans and boots-on-the-ground footage have confirmed this isn't a natural site. It's a constructed megalithic complex, larger than expected, and likely much older than any civilization officially recorded in this part of South America. Some believe it predates the Inca. Others believe it could be linked to pre-flood civilizations, possibly even the ones described in the Book of Enoch, where it says the Nephilim, the giants of old, once walked among men. And maybe that wasn't just a metaphor. When you look at the stones, the size, the math, the location, it's clear this was never meant for human hands. This was the work of something bigger. The evidence is sitting in the open. But because it doesn't fit the story we were taught, they bury it. But you can't hide the truth forever. A city built by giants, found in Ecuador. So the question remains, if humans didn't build it, who did?